We know that our farmers are facing massive challenges when it comes to soil depletion and soil erosion.
An employee of a local farm says degrading topsoil is threatening the future of our food supply. According to a global study by the United Nations, the world could run out of topsoil in about 60 years. However, it's not too late to make change. Fox 43's Rachel Yankunis reveals why many farmers are now turning to regenerative organic agriculture as a solution to this very complex problem.
Many scientists say regenerative agriculture has the potential to combat the climate crisis and preserve the planet. More than 100 farms in Pennsylvania committed to this method within the last 18 months. Fox 43 reveals how scientists and farmers are working together to transform the way we grow our food. 333 acres of farmland, and every inch is research.
I'm just going to pull it up, and there could be an issue with the hydraulics.
For 70 years, the Rodale Institute in Kutztown, Berks County, has been growing a movement, regenerative organic agriculture, a hopeful solution to heal our planet and replenish our food supply.
Globally, we are seeing soil depletion at rates unlike any other time in human history.
This is Jeff Catch, Chief Impact Officer at Rodale. He says regenerative organic farming works with nature to rebuild the very ground that feeds us.
Using things like cover crops and compost and working with biodiversity instead of chemical processes.
The Rodale Institute says their research found organic systems use 45% less energy and release 40% fewer carbon emissions. So how is this possible? It all starts with the soil.
We believe that healthy soil equals healthy people. So a farmer's goal, their number one goal every day that they wake up, is asking themselves the question, how can I improve the health of my soil?
Fox 43 reveals why more farmers are turning to this unconventional method. Cover crops and compost put nutrients back into the soil, helping plants naturally fight off disease. Livestock like chickens and pigs go to work, tilling the land as they graze.
Last year we were planting crops like corn and other vegetable crops were growing right on this very land, and now you can see that we're rotating the animals through and they're picking everything that was left behind. So the soil's getting healthier, the animals getting healthier, and we're putting nutrients back into the soil.
How does this have an impact on climate change?
We can actually use farmland, agricultural land in the United States to sequester carbon emissions. You know, if you think about the photosynthesis process, plants are literally eating, they're inhaling carbon dioxide, and guess what? That carbon gets stored in the soil where it belongs. And that actually can solve for many of our carbon emissions challenges here in the United States and around the world.
Transitioning to organic agriculture can be unpredictable, which makes it difficult for farmers to get the money to sustain production. That's why they need a link to you, the consumer. Here's where retailers like Giant come in, creating a partnership with Rodale to support farmer training and education.
As we were having conversations with the business and partners, Rodale just kept coming up. And so we have the power to use those channels responsibly to share the knowledge that we have gained through Rodale Institute.
Opening channels between farmers and the communities they feed.
We need to have a planet that we can hand off to our children. So if we need to figure out how to make more things responsibly, and what the work that Rodale is doing is teaching that.
And the work at Rodale isn't slowing down, with more than 16,000 farms in the U.S. now certified organic. Do you think we're moving in the right direction? It seems like this is something that, Rodale's been doing for decades, 7 decades. Slowly but surely.
I actually think it's not even slowly anymore. I think we're seeing the acceleration. Like last year, the market grew by 14.5%.
Wow.
So we're starting to see
a spike.
Yeah.
Less than 2% of farms in PA are certified organic. It's about a 2 to 3 year process to transition from conventional farming, and Rodale's helping more than 100 farmers make that change. To learn more about that and see how you can get involved, visit fox43.com. Fox 43 reveals issues that affect you and your family to keep you informed. Do you have a story you want us to investigate? Send us a confidential email at fox43reveals@fox43.com.